A very good evening to all the viewers. Prachi Shrivastava this side presenting you MBA Placement Friends 2020. And today we are having our special guest, Mr. Ojas Saxena, Senior Manager, Hivels India Limited. Welcome, Ojas, and thank you for you spare some time for our viewers and students. And today specifically we are elaborating the insights of management studies with Ojas. So, again, a festive greetings to all of you, and we are just about to start our conversation with Mr. Ojas Saxena. Along with me, allow me to welcome Mr. Somain Mitra, who HOD MBA. We both will be taking you forward to this particular discussion with our viewers. So,
thank you,
welcome.
ma'am. Thanks for the introduction. And we welcome Ojas sir on FB Live, and we look forward to a very fruitful discussion and a lot of takeaways from the session. Looking forward to you, sir. So, Prachi ma'am, would you like to start with some initial thoughts, or let's
Yes,
start? Yeah.
whenever we talk about these, strategic preparation, careers, everywhere out the world, we can say pandemic is going, and the students are having, what will be happening next? The jobs, the structures, the alignments, the trainings, are they actually going to be real? Because they mentally they are very under pressure, and they wanted to know what all corporates are exactly coming with some strategic process or something, or it will be a delay. So, Mr. Ojas, over to you. We want to know about the Havels India Limited, what all practices you're going through, how this particular scenario affect Havels.
Thank you, Prachi, and thank you, Professor Somen Mitra.
Thank you, sir.
First of all, I would give you a brief introduction about the Havels, what Havels is all about, and what Havels is doing at present. So, friends, Havels is a fast-moving electrical goods company, and perhaps I would say it's a fastest growing, fast-moving electrical goods company of India. Many of the people might be thinking that it's a foreign brand, but let me tell you, it's an Indian brand. And it was started in 1970s by then founder chairman Kimat Rai Gupta. And today Havels has almost 6,000 plus employees and more than 16 verticals with 14 manufacturing facilities in India, and having a group turnover of around 10,000 plus crores. We have many brands in Havels India fold, like you must have heard about Lloyd
True.
ACs, televisions and all. So 2 years back, Havels has acquired this brand. Apart from this, we have Crabtree, Standard, Rio, these brands also in our fold. So this is the company profile. And as you rightly said, that we are going through this pandemic situation, and how corporates are doing, and they are making their strategies to do business in this pandemic situation. So let me tell you a few things about our organization, how we are doing and how we are dealing in this situation. First of all, for any organization, especially for fast moving FMCG or FMEG company, they should have a very good customer connect. With customer connect, they should have what we learn in textbook: product, price, place, and promotion. So you should have your product available at each nook and corner of the country. So with big organization, with Havels, I would particularly say what we have done in last few years is we have extensively worked upon our market reach, and that has helped us in this situation. If you see in this situation, COVID situation, mainly the metros and tier A cities are more affected, and tier B, C, and rural cities are not that much affected, and still there is a infrastructure building going on all the cities. So having such a good network, we are now able to serve our customers in rural areas also. And barring, I would say, April and May, mid of May, since June, we are back with full fire, and we are doing the numbers which are far, far, far better than the last year numbers. So that shows a company which has good reach with its customers, which has good value system, which has good brand, which has good, I would say, quality products, or I would say a company which has created a brand in and invested in the brand building. They may not find this situation very difficult at present. So in this
That's
pandemic
Very
situation, yeah.
rightly, you have very rightly said, whenever we talk about the quality products, talking about the customer alignment and, a customer connect, and that too on the basis of digital. Of course, this happened to the many of the organization we had. Like, if we go through a quarter 1 and 2 statistics, we get to know, like, pandemic has affected all over the world, but organization is developing all these strategy for themselves, and superpower is generating to fight for this particular situation. And of course, we are getting a few links so that we can connect all these things with the revenue and say, okay, we have find a particular opportunity in this pandemic as well. So rightly said, like, you're working on branding, you're working on quality, you're working on productive delivery, you're making your customer connect, and that too on a service basis. You are delivering excellent services to the customers as well. So this all the requirements exactly happen to the industries, like they require all these things so that they can build up a very big brand and they can pursue their alignment towards the customers as well. So it's a good thing, like, we are into this now. Talking about a particular scenario, like projecting quarters growth, you are at the senior level positions, and any strategic alignment you have opt for yourself, because your journey towards an executive to a particular managerial position, that on a C basis. So any things, or we can say any challenges you have faced during this particular 6 months?
Particularly if we talk about these past 3, 4, or 6 months, where there was a lot of disturbance in the market due to this COVID, what challenges we have faced is we were not able to connect physically with our customers. But due to this digital platform, what we are using today, we have used the same platform with our customers. And since we were connected in some of the other way with our customers, we were able to connect with them digitally also. And they were also eager. Actually, it is all about supply and demand. If there is a demand, you get a chance for the supply. And it depends
true.
upon whosoever product is available for the supply at this particular time. Some companies are very finding it very difficult at this present in their production or other activities, and they are not able to provide the product to their customers. So one thing is how you connect with your customer, and second is how you fulfill their demand. So in this situation also, as I take care of especially B2B segment, so we have done lots of engagement, digital engagements, online engagements with our customers, and we have tried to fulfill their queries, and we have tried to fulfill their demands. We have tried to understand their requirements. So it has given a mutual platform to customer also and the seller also. Many of the companies who are not digitally present, they have launched their digital platform in this 6 months. Many of the companies, I've seen a lot of companies promotions in that. So in Havels also, we have done the same approach. As we have the data of our customers, we have connected with them, we have given our messages, we have, in fact, our CMD has connected with all our retailers, all our channel partners, and given the philosophy and the strategy of the company in the coming months down the line in this situation. So it has given a sense of motivation also to our customers and our channel partners that company is aligned in this way. We are going to get the services from the company. It is not like that in this situation everything will not be working. So everything working like it was working earlier, but there are some changes in that. There is a change in the approach. So in this situation,
Recently read, 7 days back, I was reading an article in Times of India, and elaboratedly it was about, a big approach towards providing ownership to their customers, and why we have chosen the Havels out of all FMEGs. Like, your strategy, your Lloyd's and yours strategy towards, making a product which is very friendly to customers and provide them all these services with no particular physical zone. Like, for example, earlier, every customer has to reach towards the service segment to call upon a particular, infrastructure, or we can say, IT developer for a particular thing. But even them, you are producing, you are producing.
there is a network lag.
I think she is facing a network issue. So, sir, as correctly Prachi ma'am was asking, I just wanted to reinforce the question again that before the pandemic happened, were you digitally that much? I mean, were you going digitally that well as far as the digital reach is concerned? This is number one question. Number two is about the, you didn't talk about any supply chain issues in the pandemic where majority of the producers face supply chain issues. So what was your experience on that count?
Right.
And thirdly, like when the COVID happened, what was the time frame which your organization re-strategized about the next few months or the next few quarters, and how well, and did you find you talked about a lot about the rural segment also. Now this brings us to a very interesting question, like how really is our rural base in rural Indian base? Like we used to take example of Hindustan Unilever, who had typically 70% rural market. They spent heavily on rural and they are still thriving on it. Then they were followed on by other like ITC, Procter and Gamble. But when it comes to FMEG, it contains like there is some sort of practice in the production which is not as good as FMCG, because the cost and all factors are involved, which is typically a little bit on the higher side as compared to other FMCG product when you talk about a FMEG product. So how did you realign all these things, and what was the kind of thought process which went?
Coming to your first question on this supply chain issue. So
Right,
I think every company has faced this issue in
true.
first, I will say, 2 months, especially. After that, things were started streamlining, and I think there was no issue since then. Supply chain has been reinstated in the country, and nobody is facing that issue. And as you talked about rural, you compared FMEG and FMCG. So in my point of view, what I've seen in last 5 to 7 year, or lastly 5 year especially, is the customer buying pattern has changed. Their behavior has also changed, and their purchase power has also increased. So earlier, when you see in rural segment, only FMCG companies were there, and local
Right.
companies in FMEG segment were there. But now in rural areas also, people are willing to buy good brands with having good product quality and good service. So that way we have realized in last 5 years, and our company was proactively worked on that strategy in last especially 3 4 years, and built up the rural infrastructure channel partners. We have appointed lot of channel partners, lot of distributors in rural segment, so that today we will not face any challenge in our supplies. So it is all about a company's strategy, how they want to penetrate into the market, and till which segment they want to penetrate. So, being a leading brand of the company, Havels has done this, and it was the focus of our, especially the chairman. He wanted to reach out to each and every customer in the country, and today we can say we are present in rural market also. And let me tell you this thing, that in this pandemic situation, we are getting a growth of 40-50% in
That's
revenue
awesome.
from rural market only.
Right, clap for this, like, in this
Yeah,
particular
deserves
with
applause.
all the positive and morale, you are coming up to be 40 to 50% growth. So it's a huge packet which we are discussing. So it's good to see, like, brand is already working towards a rural segment, and that too emphasize over the quality issues as well. So I was talking about that, service sector which you are providing, and you have provide them IoT enabled devices also, so that the fragrance of this accomplishment, like we are making our customers valuable, we are making them educate. You people are educated towards the technology, whether they are from the technical background or not. So people who are just calling for a particular service, now they are able to call for a particular thing, and they will develop these things, like they will be able to provide service for themselves. So it's a huge change which we are facing in the electronics and electrical industries. So it was really good to know. Now focus will be a shift towards this was the entire thing for which we are discussing about the business development and strategic change. So now this change, will they be involve a human resource, because everything is going digitalized? So
Right.
how what kind of effect we are assuming towards the human resource segment? Because being digital and going towards the digitalization, it will be more towards the talking on machines and robots. So
Automations.
now, is there any effect we can assume as far as human resource is considered?
Definitely, we are seeing this thing from last, couple of years, that since automation is coming into each and every product, AI is coming, IoT is coming into each and every product, and we can see it's not only today a product selling, it's a technology selling. It's more of a technology selling. So human intervention is getting, very less day by day. And in production also, we can see there are a lot of automation is coming up. So human interaction is getting less over there also. But yes, I don't see any challenge in this thing. And this COVID phase is very temporary. I think after January or February, things will
This
start
can go.
normalize. Yeah. And the companies will start their normal processes of recruitment and all. And there will be no effect on the requirement of manpower, in terms of when we see it in production or other areas where like marketing, sales and marketing. So
True.
companies will require people, so people will be required. It's a temporary phase where companies are also watching this phase, that how they have to strategize things in for the next couple of years. So
Hmm.
I think after 6 months down the line, things will start normalize.
This
So,
shall
sir,
go past.
that brings to a very logical question while talking about human resources, that after the COVID situation is over or it scales down, phases will start where you will look forward to hiring people. But that brings to another question, like, will it be in the older format, or will you do some kind of experiments, like in terms of internships, hiring more interns initially, training them, or educating them about the current trends or the change scenario, what has happened? Because going forward, I believe a little shift has to happen. It has to happen all around across the industries. It will not be exactly the same as it was before COVID. The way of doing job and way of getting things done will change. Maybe the degree of change may not be high, or
Right.
maybe less in some cases. So, do you expect like Havels is also looking forward to tier 2, tier 3 cities in terms of having people recruiting, getting interns, and then coming for a final placement? And if yes, what kind of skill sets we are expected to groom in our students? Prachi ma'am, you have to add something to my
We can
question.
also ask him, like, going back to 11 years, because he's having a good years of experience. So going towards Ojas Saxena, 11 years back, what was there in your mind when you were pursuing study and in the final year and preparing for some or the other way? And down the lane, I guess after 2 years, you will be landed to a decision like, this will be streamlined where I should go, or this is something which I should not choose to be. So you can share your experience, 11 years back and now.
Right. So, Prachi, if I talk about myself, before 11 years, I graduated MBA in 2009. And then I started my journey with my first company, Surya Roshni Limited. It's also an electrical lighting company. So I have an engineering background also. I did my engineering in mechanical background. So I was little bit confused. I got an opportunity to work with Surya, and I was, like it's an electrical company, and I am from mechanical background. So should I join it or not? But believe me, when you start working in any field, your background doesn't matter then.
Right.
Only your experience matters after a lot, after some time. So you get learning from your experiences, and then you move forward in your career. So it is your first breakthrough. After that, you start realizing that where you want to go and how you want to build your career, how fast you want to build your career, and what you have to do in your career to move up very fast. So my what suggestion for the people who are graduating from your institute is to enhance their skill sets, because only MBA will not take you to anywhere. You can maybe get a breakthrough in any of the organization, but still you have to create a differentiation. As we talked about the products, that there is a brand which the which has lot of features in it, and you definitely are going to opt for that product which has lot of features and which suits your requirement. So it is same for the industries
Human
also, for
resource.
the organizations also. They also look for some certain kind of skill sets in an candidate. If I particularly talk about management marketing students, so there are a lot of skill sets today they can develop in themselves. They can take a lot of certifications like digital marketing, as today everything is going digital due to this situation.
True.
So this can add up a value to their resume, and this can attract some of the recruiters to, and it can create a
Previously,
differentiation.
for example, we can say previously we were working with marketing or sales. Now we are working with digital marketing. Previously,
Right,
we were, discussing the brackets of Excel. Now we are working on SAP and ABAP.
right,
So previously we are knowing about the accounts and finance. Now we are talking about Finacle. So it is something like you have to strategically change your mind, and it is very early to decide upon marketing, finance, or HR. Now it is a time to grab up the opportunity in risk management, financial management, and you
right.
can say strategic management. You need to learn the blue whale strategy, to diverse into the particular field and get but come out to be a monopoly kind of thing, so that people will get to know you are the only one, because competitiveness
Right,
is extreme at this
right,
particular
right.
phase.
You
Right.
have to be job ready actually. Matlab,
Right.
no employer wants a person and they don't have any time to, give training to the people, and then they
Hmm.
take them to their roles. So
Right.
it is very important for a candidate to see how, first of all, he has to be very clear today that I want to go into this segment. If suppose a marketing guy, he has to be very particularly focused upon the segment that I want to go into the marketing of infrastructure segment or FMEG segment or FMCG segment or
Segment.
any other segment. Then he can choose on the skill sets that I need these skill sets to cater to this particular industry. It is all about, it is very simple in marketing. Like when we sell a product, we have to know the customer needs, and it is very similar in case of when somebody is hiring you. You should know what his needs are, what skill sets he needs in a candidate.
True.
So
And marketing is the
uh,
very crucial part of any organization
right,
because
right,
the earlier era, or we can say a fresher, management study
right,
students, they are having this particular things in their mind, like they remain at a distant, particularly when we talk about marketing and sales. Just one click and they say, okay, okay, but they have this myth like HR or finance will be relatively easy, or it is something without any target, we can say. But I guess this is a myth. Whether you choose finance, you
yeah,
choose
right.
HR, you choose marketing, target has to be there and you have to achieve that.
Right, right, right.
Ojas sir, what is your message for the contemporary students? Like whatever Prachi ma'am rightly said, that there is a
Yeah,
myth. It is a myth, and students do have a misconception that it's going to be, it's going to be very cozy for other disciplines like finance or HR, and marketing is all about, slogging. So, but marketing has redefined itself in the last few
right,
years and decade,
right,
and especially even in the face of technological development, we have seen entirely a facelift and face shift also. A lot of paradigm shift, you can say, in terms of marketing.
right,
So, like, how do students prepare? Actually, your suggestion was very good in terms of certifications and all, but the world is also changing very fast. What we have seen,
right,
even things which were very relevant 3 years back, maybe some of them are not relevant now. It's changing very fast.
right,
So, and one another question from this cities, be tier two, tier three cities point of view. A lot of students come from diverse backgrounds, especially when we talk about the medium of instruction. Not many of them are coming from English as a medium of instruction. So they
right.
have this preconceived notion, like, is it like really like we need to be very, we need to really speak very good English, or is it like we need to communicate well? To my understanding, communication is important, which the companies look into, but yes, to a certain extent, we your take on that.
You're right. I think communication is very important. It's not important that how proficient you are into your soft skills. You should be able to communicate your message to your, customer the other way. The other
True.
side, you should be able to give your message in very simple language. That's it. So for the students who are coming from that background, I would say they don't have to, मतलब उसको उनको इतना वो नहीं लेना चाहिए, सीरियसली नहीं लेना चाहिए कि सॉफ्ट स्किल्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. They just have to work upon the skills what कंपनी वांट्स. देखिए, इंग्लिश अगर कोई बोलता है सॉफ्ट स्किल्स, वो ठीक है. समटाइम्स यू नीड दैट with particular clients, like when we talk about IT industry, when you are having meetings with your of these clients, you have to be very proficient in your language, what
True.
they understand. But when you're working in our country only, so
True.
everybody knows Hindi, everybody knows the local language. So that's not an issue. We have a lot of people in our organization, and they are heading, branches, they are heading states, they are heading zones, and they speak in the local language, and everybody understands. When you go
Even
to south,
corporate, yeah, even corporate organizations, they have already developed this particular bracket, like instead providing them or teaching them a particular bracket of a students English language, they are allowing all their regional languages and they are welcoming all these things and they are placing towards a
True.
particular region only. For example,
True.
a Bhopal guy is very sufficiently and comfortably deal with the Bhopal customers. So it's better to, provide them at this particular regional place for their career or for their, job profiles. So company is doing, I guess, communication is important, whether to it be any language.
Right.
True.
Yeah.
Right.
So while in
Absolutely
terms of
right.
selection also, I mean, most of the companies are looking into this nowadays because this is again a myth, but a lot of students
It's a
perceive
myth.
that at
Right.
entry level we might be, shortlisted on the basis of our upfront communication skills, maybe in a
Right.
particular language. So
Right.
it's the same thing for hiring also. I mean, people look at communication, I believe.
Right. Right.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, please go ahead, sir.
Please, sir.
I think, yeah, I think you should be able to present your thing properly, whatever language. So, especially there are a lot of sectors. Actually, it is sector wise also. So, if you
Yeah.
see our sector, electrical goods
Appliances.
sector, so it is not at all important that you should be very proficient in this English. And if you take an example, if I have to go to a customer in rural area, so I'm not going to talk to him in this language. So
True.
I'll talk to him in the language which he understands. So it is very important in marketing that you should be able to speak the language what your customer understands. It doesn't matter it is English, it is Polish, or it is French or German or Hindi, anything. If your customer is very, in Maharashtra, people love to communicate in their local language, Marathi. So if you go over there, if you speak in Marathi, he will feel that way. But if you start talking to him in English, he'll not get connected to you.
You will be maybe close-chested kind of thing.
Yeah. So we have seen this a lot of times. You must have come across this thing that two same language people, when they come together, they speak their local language, and they get that feeling that they are from the same language or same that region or same state. So it is very important. You should, matlab for a marketing person, he should take care of these things. That if his customer likes a particular language and if he knows that language, he should speak in that.
Right.
True, sir.
So this was Ojas Saxena who was talking about, a strategic orientation path of Havels India Limited during this pandemic and post-pandemic. And it's really good to know that they have achieved a 40 to 50% growth during this era also. So it is all about, how confident you are, what are our qualities and measures you have taken, what all strategies you're working, and how much believe in the organization that this will take you up skill wise also, quality wise also, and revenue wise as well. So there is no other way to look forward to any approach that is to be confident and be positive during any phase of life. So
Right.
thank you, Mr. Ojas, for sparing all these some time for our students and sharing all these views, which provide us an insight approach towards marketing and branding. So thank you so much for coming and provided insightful session to our viewers. Thank you so much,
Thank,
sir, that you have joined. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
thank you,
viewers.
Prachi. Thank you, Prachi. Thank
Thank you
you, Somed Mitraji, and
very much, sir.
thanks to all your viewers who have participated and watched this session. And my very good luck to your organization and the people who are graduating this year or next year. And all the best to your future.
Thank you.
Thank you
And
so
we hope
much.
to see
That
you in
really,
our campus, sir, sometime so that we
yeah.
can have larger discussions at a broader level. And maybe if our students may be of interest to you, we can maybe go ahead.
Sure,
Right, right.
Thank
definitely.
you.
So in a very
Thank you.
little phase of time, we have been able to deliver all these things to you. And we'll try that we'll come next time and provide you more insights towards the Havels and the marketing, all branding purpose from Ojas Saxena. Thank you, viewers, and festive greetings to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.